Hi, welcome back. In this session, we will resume the transformation tab from the Power Query Editor. In the last session, we discussed about the group by till to the pivot columns options. And in this session, we will resume the same thing to complete or try my level best to make you understand about the rest of the topics. But before starting, I will let you remind you all the related videos about the Power Query is present on my YouTube channel. You need to search it by the name of Fahad Hussain CS. Come to my channel. There is a playlist. A lot of the videos are present in the separate playlist. You can watch it, and the material, the content related, all things are present on my blog fahadhusaincsblogspot.com. So what are you waiting for? Do subscribe the channel to get familiar about that, what is going on in this course. Let's start. So I'm just already open the Power Query Editor and just start from the Unpivot column. If you remember that when you right click on the option, we have already done this thing, the Unpivot columns is also there. So the same three option is also there. Okay, but I'm just adding in this session as well. So for example, I just click on the roll number and click on the Unpivot columns. I just click on it, and after that you can see that I just click one column. That's why the column heading become the attribute. Okay, and the parallel values are the roll number individually, which means that unpivot column, which means that the column name become the values of individual rows, and the values are parallelly present here. Okay, if you want to do the back to multiple values, so you need to just select the different number of the columns parallelly, and after that just apply the unpivot column. The same thing is possibly are here. You can see that the three columns, name, roll number, name, and degree programs, and its values are there, and so on. So I'm just cancel that from the applied steps. Okay. Similarly, you can do the another option, unpivot other column, which means except this two which is selected before, other column will be applied on the same definition. You can observe that. Okay, if I just zoom it, all the columns are in a unpivot columns value. Okay, I just make it cancel. Last one, unpivot only selected column. So only the selected column will be unpivot options as like the first option. Okay, you can see that the both columns is now converted. I just cancel it back to the original one. So the table is called a university data set. By the way, I'll just make it university. Okay, I'll just press enter to make it a rename, and I just select that roll number. Okay, you can change the data type. By the way, this coming from head. Move, which means that click and drag the area of your column. Okay, you can drag it wherever you want. Okay, but there is an option left, right, to beginning, to end. For example, left side you can move it, you can move it on the right side. Okay, and just zoom it, I'll show you. Similarly, to the beginning, look at this is the beginning and now, and similarly to the end, so it is going to show at the end as well. Convert to list, any values which you want to convert into a list form separately, so you need to select. Okay, only first column, only one column required here, more than one column not to be possible to convert into a list. So I'm just select the first column, the second one, and click on the convert to list. You can see that the data is now going to convert it into a list form. Okay, and the icon of here you can also observe it's a list form. Now after that you can apply on the statistical approach, reverse item. Okay, you can reverse this, remove duplicates, remove items, whatever the options are there we have already covered, is also allow you to changes in the list. I don't need to reverse it. Okay, I just reverse it the value. Go to the transform again, convert to list we have covered. Split column, did you remember that on the right click option, the split column option is also there. By delimiter, number of the character, position, all things we have already covered in the separate video session. Okay, the same option is also there. I just show you delimiter, number of the character, which means that you can split your column by any option over there. For example, the delimiter, I just use the degree program here. Come delimiter, I'm just click, and now look at this. Select or enter delimiter, which type of the option you require to make them separate the characters over there. Okay, for example, the colon, the comma, equal sign, semicolon, space, tab, whatever, or you can add a custom one as well. For example, the custom one is like this one. Okay, after that, split at leftmost delimiter, rightmost delimiter, each occurrence of the delimiter. These options are there, which option you need according to the values. Quote sign, if you need a quote sign, so you can also apply it, otherwise make it none. And after that I just click OK. When I just click OK, you can see that the value is applied on it, but it's not applicable because there is no inverted comma and other signs here. Okay, I just make it back. Okay, I just make it back here, come here again, look at this. I'm just select this one, and I didn't apply any options over there. Leftmost delimiter, I didn't apply anything for rest. Look at this. The left part, including the space, is now separate, and the rest of the other character is now separate as well. If you want to add some more one, which we have already covered in the separate session, so you need to watch it, because it's just a repetition of the topics. So I'm not intentionally ready to repeat the topic. Okay, so all the things are in the separate playlist are there. You need to watch all of them. Format is also we have covered. If you just right click on the option, so you can see that there is a change type. Okay, and there is a transformation. In the transform, all the option are there. In the format, this is all the same option. All the same option: uppercase, lowercase, trim, clean, add prefix, and suffix. Okay, if you go there, you can see that all the things are there. But few option is not there, which I just tell you from here. To understand this one, for example, the name column I have selected. Just click on the format, add prefix. Okay, which type of the prefix you want? Mr., Mrs., okay, Miss, whatever the things are there. So I'm just writing here a Mr. to make you understand, dot and a space, and then click OK. Here you can see that as a prefixes data is added. Similarly, the suffix at the last will add it. For example, just select the name here and add this time suffix. I'm just write here Sahab. Okay, you can write anything by the way, and just add it. Okay, there is no space by the way, so I need to add a space before I will. So I just delete this one. Just select it again, suffix, and after that is a space, Sahab, and just add it. And you can see that including the space, the data is added there. That's cool. Okay, the format, as we discuss about that. Extract, that's a very important thing. Extract, which means that the length, the character, the range, okay, how many characters you want from this specific attribute. It is all already discussed by the way, but I'm just tell you the length. For example, the name length. I just click on this, so there is a data is going to convert into a numeric form, and it will just give me the how many character are there in individual cell. Okay, this box, which mean just back it now. Similarly, you can first character, last character, range. Okay, if you want to get a first character, last character, you need to just click on it. For example, this one, count how many characters from the first. For example, from the first side, I need a 5 character. Okay, that's cool. And here it is, Mr. dot space A, which means from M to A there are 5 character, and you can extract it. Similarly, on the last side, you need to extract. You need to type the number, a range. For example, from 1 to 5. 10 to 11, whatever the values you want. For example, this time I need 5 to 8. Okay, let's see. So 5 to 8 characters are there. Okay, I just make it cancel here. Okay, the same thing is also there. So you need to just click and apply the values on it, so you can easily understand that how many options are there. And remember that in the transform tab Power Query Editor, it will just use for the transforming of the data, which means that if there is a requirement to extracting the specific character data, so you need to use the length, first character, last range, text before delimiter. If, for example, there is a comma sign before the text, so you can apply this. After the text, there is a comma already written as a raw form, so you can need to delete it and transform, cleaning the data. Okay, so that's why this option there. So it's all about the data format. If you have a this kind of the data, okay, that's look like initially nasty, so you can use this mention option to clean this data. Okay, similarly, the parse form, by the way, we will discuss the parsing in XML and JSON form, but if you apply initially on the column, so it will show the error. XML is a format of the data that is normally used for the transforming of data, which means transporting of the data from one place to another place, especially in the application or web page. XML, which means extensible markup language, and JSON form, which means JavaScript object notation. But initially, if I just show you the option, for example, I just click on the XML, remain, select the name here, so it will show the error, by the way. Okay, same for the JSON form. I will let you know about that, how this option XML and JSON work, not required here initially. Now the next option is the statistics. So we need a numeric value, because we can apply the statistical mathematical methods or function only on a numeric data. So when I just select this one, this 3 option in enable. Look at this. Okay, so this is the father income column. When you click on the statistics, you can find the sum of the value, minimum, maximum, median, average, standard deviation, count values, and count distant values. Okay, so if I just click on the sum, look at this. This is a sum of the values, complete sum. Okay, back it. Similarly, you can apply, click it again, You can apply the minimum value, maximum value, median, okay, average. For example, I want to find the average of this column. Click on it, the average value will be written here, okay. Just back it because I need to just apply and back on it to come on the transformation tab to apply on another option, okay. So you can apply one by one this option to understand that how the statistical value find only by using this option, okay. That's cool. Standard, which means that I can customize operation applied on it. For example, this is a value, and I want to multiply each individual values by some constant number, or I can add the number on it, I can subtract some number, I can integer divide number, modulo, percentage, or percent of. This option I can apply. For example, I just apply add here, I just click on it, and for example, I want to add 50 in all individual cell. When I just click OK, all the numbers is going to update. Make it cancel, it's back now. Similarly, you can subtract some values, apply on the 50 subtraction from the values, so you can update it. You can see that the updated result. So on you can apply. For example, the percentage, the percent of, modulo, you can apply one by one. For example, the percentage. So I'm just right here, percentage, 10% I need. Each enter a percentage to apply to each value in a column, okay? 10% of the value. Look at this. The 10% of the values are now converted here, okay? The before is 46,000 and the 10% of the 46,000 is this one, okay? And so on the values is going to convert. So I just make it back. Now, the next one here is the scientific operation, the scientific calculator option. If there is a negative value, apply absolute on it to make a positive one. You can apply a power of a square, cube, and power, exponential, logarithmic functions are there, factorial of the values are there. So I just show you, for example, the square of the value. By the way, that's a very big value, become maybe infinite or the arrow showing up. So I'm just click on the square. So, okay, square is working here, by the way. But when I just click on the factorial, infinite, because that's a very big value. It not be supported by the Power BI. So that is a function are there. So you can apply this scientific operation to clean your data. Initially, that's come in your Power BI platform. So you can clean it. If there is a statistical and mathematical factorial functions required there, you can apply there. Similarly, there are trigonometric functions are also there: sine, cosine, tangent, arc sine, cosine, and arc tangent. So you can apply these functionalities individually on it. The value will become converted into, okay. Rounding the values is also there, which means then round up, round down, and round. Which means that round down, which means if the values is 1.1, so it become 1. Round up, which means that if the value is 1.2, 1.1, so it will going up to, okay. A round is also working with the threshold. If the value is before the 0.5432, it will round off, otherwise it will round up. So these three functions is normally used for rounding the value. For example, round up, all the values is converted into up, cancel it. Similarly, round down, all the values round down. And the last one is the round only. It will make a threshold, decimal, how many decimal places you need. I needed 0 decimal places. It's just converted into, okay. So you can use this option. Another option, for example, if there is an even number, odd number, so it will make it cancel to back at the original one. Good. So if there is a column, and you want to find out how many even number are there, how many odd number are there, and how many sign numbers are there. So is even, it will just give me the true, which means there is a all even number. If this is odd, all the value false, which means that they are not odd number. Similarly, if you click cancel this one, and go here, there is a sign. When you click on it, so it will convert it into a sign, same sign values. All are positive. That's why it's converted into a 1 that shows a same sign. Okay. After that, there is a more options are there that is related to date time. So for the date and time, we need a specific columns in which the date and time is present. Why not we discuss this part in the next session? Okay, so in this video session, we discuss from unpivot columns to the information related options. I'm sure about that all the things are clear now. If there is any query regarding this topic, feel free to write the comment. And what are you waiting for? Do subscribe the channel to give me the motivation to do such kind of the activity for you every time based on the requirement. Okay, so see you in the next session to discuss about the date time columns, including the script R and Python. See you there.